Hey English students, it's Cody Miller. I'm here with a quick video to hopefully help you understand how to incorporate sources, mainly into that This I Believe paper that we're doing for the first unit. So what I've done is I've created a short document that gives you two different examples using two sources that we've actually looked at in class. So the two sources that we're going to look at are going to be the Connie Spittler's Pink Moments essay, and then the Danny Weathers Speak Now or Forever Hold Your Peace. So I'm going to show you when you are trying to incorporate sources into your paper, you need to be thinking about a couple things. One of them is to summarize the source as you are getting ready to quote something from it. And that means you're going to use the ACTs as well. So the author, the credentials, the title, and then a summary. And then you'll quote something using some specific strategies, including quotation marks around direct wording and using what we call a signal phrase. Okay, so I'll show you those in just a moment. I'm going to share my screen with you here so you can follow along. All right, so this is what the Danny Weathers essay looks like. We also then have the Connie Spittler essay, Pink Moments, right here. So what I've done is I've taken these and I've said, okay, what would I want to quote from it? And if I wanted to quote something or I wanted to take something from one of these essays, I'm going to be taking direct wording from them. So as I read through this essay, I thought to myself, well, what would I want to take from it, right? What is strong wording that I could include in my own paper if I were writing about something similar to what they've done or to what they're writing about? And relate the two, right? So I go into here and I say, okay, well, I probably may want to take like language like this. It seems interesting and I could relate to it in some way. This is if I'm writing an essay that is close to that. Same with the Danny Weathers essay. We would only use this essay if we had something that was similar or that we could relate to. So if you're struggling with that part of things, what you want to make sure that you're doing is you're going up here and you're exploring different areas of thisibelieve.org and trying to find an essay similar to yours that you can take some language from and then include that in your essay. That's what including a source or incorporating a source is all about, is it's finding something that is not your own, relating it to your idea, and then putting it into your paper. Okay, so with those two essays in mind, what I've done is I've provided two examples in a Microsoft Word document. So I'm going to pull that Microsoft Word document up as well. So right here. And a couple things I want to make sure that you understand about this. For one, it is on the Moodle page. You can find that under Unit 1. Okay. The other thing is that we have two examples that show you the same thing. All right. One is that each time you're getting ready to quote from a source for the first time. So notice I have a quote down here. That means it's got quotation marks around it. So down in the bottom of the second or the first summary, I have a quote that says, "Every day I try to remember to store up the beauty and the strength that comes down to me from the mountains. One never knows about tomorrow." And then I have the in-text citation. Now this is direct wording from the Pink Moments essay. So if we flip back to the Pink Moments essay here for a moment, you'll notice it's literally word for word. So because it's word for word, I put it in quotations. A couple things that we've got to do before that. We need to make sure that the reader understands who said this. So we use what's called the signal phrase, something like their last name, and then a quick verb that says Spittler writes, Spittler suggests, Spittler says, Spittler argues, something like that, okay? And that begins our quote. It gets us moving into the quote, and then you have the quotation marks right after this comma. You'll notice the same thing down in the Danny Weathers summary, which is right here. And what I've done is I say she states. So because there's a she, we know that it's referring to Danny Weathers, who was mentioned right before that. Now, in each one of these summaries, what you'll notice is that there's a little bit of text written before each one of them. So just like I highlighted here in example 1, the same thing happens in example 2 right here. And what each one of the text has at the beginning before that quote consists of the ACTs, meaning the author's name, the credentials of that author, the title of the essay I am referencing or I'm quoting from, taking direct wording from, and then a summary of it. This provides context to our reader or to our listener to understand where this quote fits into the overall essay. So I want to show you in each one of these examples that the ACTs is in fact present. So in example 1, you'll notice Connie Spitler starts the summary. And in essay 2, you'll notice that Danny Weathers starts the summary. So that's their name. Following that, you'll notice that Connie Spitler is referred to as an essayist and nature lover. And then in example 2, Danny Weathers is referred to as an English major at Ohio State University. So we have author and credential for each one. Then we also need to make sure that we are giving the title. So each one of these has a title. For Connie Spitler, it's Pink Moments. And then for our Danny Weathers essay, it is Speak Now or Forever Hold Your Peace. You'll notice that the rest of the text within these summaries are largely saying what the main focus, the main ideas, the things that the reader needs to understand about them can take from those essays, right? And this appears in summary format, couple sentences about those, and then it goes right into a quote. So main takeaways here, when you are quoting something for the first time or you're using a source for the first time, you want to make sure that you are providing us with the context or a short summary of that piece before you give the quote. So you use the ACTS, the ACTS, right? So author, title, or author credentials, title, and summary, all right? Each one of those has that here. And then when you get ready to give the quote, you've got to make sure you use some type of signal phrase, which is the author's last name or a pronoun for the author, and then a verb. Then you use a comma and you go right into the quotation, and that means you have quotation marks around it. Finally, you have an in-text citation with the author's last name in it and a period. You will remember that we talked a little bit in class about the nuanced rule to this, but for right now, can keep thinking to yourself, okay, I have an in-text citation, I need to include the author's last name in it and a page number if you have it. Both of these are electronic sources, so we can't include their last name. All right, so I will stop my screen share here. Hopefully this video helps you move forward with the research for your paper. Remember, what you're doing is you're including one source in your I Believe paper, and that source needs to be related to your particular theme or topic that you're writing about, your belief statement. Okay? All right, other than that, have a lovely weekend and stay brilliant.